Hello, I'm Chef Johnny. Today on my quick tip for Texas style cuisine, I'm going to show you how to cut up a chicken into 8 pieces. The first thing we're going to do on our chickens this is a nice 3.5 pound wag, which means without giblets we're going to put the legs toward us, laying on its back, and we're going to trim the skin or cut the skin right between the breast and the leg quarter. We're not cutting into the meat, we're only cutting into the skin. Now I'm going to pick the bird up, stand it on its head. I'm going to put my thumbs in the center of its back, wrap my fingers around the legs. I'm going to pull back, and when I do, that dislocates the thigh from the backbone. And that's going to help me cut up this chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do now, roll it over. I'm going to take a boning knife. And if you'll look real close at this chicken, there's 2 little humps there. We call those humps the oysters. We want to take those off with the thigh. So I cut straight through my skin. I still haven't gotten into any meat yet. Through the skin, now I'm getting into my meat. And I'm just going to scoop out that oyster. Once I've done that, I run right down my backbone, and my leg quarter is now apart. Lift up my chicken, take my other one, scoop out the oyster. Again, try not to get any bone, not to leave too much of the oyster on. And I'm going to cut straight down the back, and both of my leg quarters are now off. This chicken pretty much is going to spin back to me most of the time. So heads down, tails up. And you can use your chef's knife for this, or you can use your boning knife. All you're going to do is cut down to your backbone, slice down quickly, and cut through the ribs. Same way on this side, down through the ribs. So now my back is off. Now I can open up my chicken. If we look right here, real close, this is where our wishbone is. You can take this off in the beginning, or you can take it off right now. But if you'll look, that wishbone is running from here to here. You can kind of see it, and you can feel it. That's what would be our collarbone if this was a person. But I'm going to take my knife and just lightly cut, maybe 1/4 of an inch deep, on each side of that wishbone. Get it on this side now. Just loosening it up. There we go, up on the top side now, all the way up. And again, just a shallow cut. I'll take my thumb and forefinger, reach in there, and there is my wishbone out. So I have it out of the way. I can lay my breast back down, breast and wings, and I'm going to take out the keel bone. The thing about a keel bone is it's shaped like this. So we're going to cut through it, and then we're going to cut in and down. Don't cut straight down, or you're going to cut your chicken tender right in half. Find this, and if you look on each side, this one actually broke when I opened it up. There is a thin white line. This is kind of a diamond shape, and that white line is what's going to allow us. That's cartilage. Cartilage is our friend. We want to cut through the cartilage. But on this one, I'm going to cut down my breastbone. Or what we call the keel bone. You can see that I left very little meat on that. Now I'm going to take this part, and you can see that little white line right there. That's my next cut. I'm going to go through that cartilage line. Get through it. Now I can trim right down again along that breastbone. And our breastbone's now off. So I can take my breastbone, my backbone, I'll put those in a pan, and we'll use those to make our stock with. So we now have our bird into 4 pieces. 2 breast and wings, 2 leg quarters. If I'm wanting to cut up my leg quarters, you can kind of guess the shape of a drumstick and cut through there if you want to. But the best way to do it is to roll this bird over, and if you pull the skin back, you'll look, there's a thin little fat line that runs right in between the thigh and the leg. So I'm just going to take my knife, and on the leg side of that line, just on the inside edge of it, I'm going to cut straight through. I've hit no bone. It was an easy cut through cartilage, and I have my thigh and my leg. Take this one the same way. Pull the skin back. There's that fat line on the leg side, inside edge. It's a straight line. I have a thigh and a leg. Now we're to my breast. So what we want to do is take the wing off the breast. It's not a real tough process. The more meat you want on the wing, you can cut and get the top end of this breast if you want to. But you want to find right where the joint is, cut down, and just go through again the cartilage joint. And then, of course, we'll take the wing tip off. So I have a wing, I have a breast, and here's my other breast. I'm going to come in there, I'm going to find where that joint is, cut straight down through it, and there's my chicken into 8 pieces. 2 legs, 2 breasts, 2 thighs, 2 wings. Very easy. If you want a 10-piece cut, what people do for a 10-piece cut usually is they will take this breast and split it in the middle. So now we have our chicken cut into 10 pieces. So everyone gets a nice piece of chicken. It's a very easy process. It's not very hard to do. Watch what you're doing. Be careful. Watch this video closely a couple of times. You'll see exactly how to cut this chicken up. And next time you fry chicken, next time you want to bake some chicken, you know exactly how to do it. It'll be very easy. Just remember to watch those fingers. Don't get your finger up underneath that knife. These knives are very sharp and you don't want to hurt yourself. So thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this kitchen tip.